What's going on, YouTube? How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing great as usual. Thank you guys again so much for all the love and the support. You guys are amazing. Keep that energy up, guys. I feel it, so thank you so much. But guys, listen, not going to be too long on this one, but this is a little bit something different than what I normally do. I know you guys are used to usually just see me pop the TV right up and just start comparing pictures and stuff, but this one I'm super excited about because it's the LG G5. I haven't had in maybe a full 2 years ago. Yeah, going on 2 years in 83-inch OLED, so I kind of miss it. And I'm super excited about it, but this video is something I don't typically do. It's just something that again, I want to just really explain as a consumer what you should be doing, because when you're a buyer, a lot of people don't talk about this kind of stuff as much as they should, but I would just some tips that you would really want to do to protect yourself on your purchase when you're buying a TV. And again, I have no complaints. This is just something that I personally recommend doing when you purchase, something that is, not cheap. And it's something that I would recommend everybody do when they're at their unboxing and setting up process. I'll talk about the unboxing process. I think that's kind of pretty much, well known and how to do those things. So I don't really want to really make that video or explanation too long. But this is the one thing I think, people don't touch on enough. I know that I've heard from other YouTubers and stuff that this is also what they do. But the very first thing, in my personal opinion, you should do after setting up your TV is, excuse me, go up to your TV, set up an all white screen, and just inspect it and see if there's any missing pixels. That's really pretty much the first thing that I do every single TV that I purchase is this right here. So I really do this. And the first thing, I know they say you should really inspect the TV with the plastic off when you do this, but I do it both ways. So the first way I do it is with it on. Obviously, as you can see, the sticker's still on there, which means the lamination's still on there, and I will take it off. But I keep it on there, and then I get close to the screen, and then I inspect it first. Now, if I see anything that looks black or dark or spotty or anything like that, what I will do is keep that screen protection on and be able to wipe it to see if it's maybe just something on the plastic instead of the screen, just to make sure that I remember where that spot is. If it is indeed like some kind of black spot or something, I can at least know when I take it off where to look. So it will help me remember in certain situations like that as well. But anyways, guys, so I did inspect this earlier before I made the video with the, again, lamination and the screen protector on. As you guys can see, I'm going to go ahead and rip off the film. I don't even know. It's kind of dark, so I'm kind of fine. But here you go. And I know this is like a lot of people's favorite thing to do. Oh man, it just feels so smooth and like silky. And satisfying. All right, and then get that out the way, and then you really just want to grab this tag here, because you'd be surprised you get some kind of thing that you looked around and then all of a sudden you forgot to look in that corner. But anyways, as you can see, so this is another thing that I do recommend, is now you do a second inspection with that off. I think a lot of people say, well, there's really no point to do like an inspection with the lamination on, where you're going to take it off and do the inspection anyways. But like I said, guys, sometimes you can see things a little bit better with the film on, and sometimes you can't. So that's why I do it both ways. But yeah, that's pretty much what I do. So, that's just something that I recommend personally. I know it's kind of like extra work and stuff is what people think, but I don't think it's extra work when it's something that you spent a lot of money on. I think it's all very well worth it to double check what you purchased. And then, you probably want to do this more than once too. So that's, another thing. But otherwise, I mean, the TV looks great. I'm looking at it right now on my second inspection, and I don't see any missing pixels or anything. And I will obviously do a double take just to make sure. But yeah, everything looks like it normally does every time I inspect every other one of my TVs, and I don't see anything really sticking out to me. So I will do other tests too, but this is just a small recommendation that I would do. Um, and yeah, we'll go from there. So, guys, let me know what you want to see in the comments, or I'm sorry, in the videos. Let me know in the comments what you want to see. I'm going to start setting up this a little bit more, show you guys some comparisons that I like to do, and I'll share some of my experiences with these TVs. Um, and if there's anything, that I notice, I will say up front, when I did turn on the TV and set everything up, in the beginning with those, with the blue and orange introductory like background wallpapers that have been on the LGs for years now. I didn't really see any big difference between the way it looked on this TV versus the LG G4, even the LG G3. So, again, that's just something that I personally noticed. But from there, I when I turned it on again and then started looking at other images and demos. Again, I did this with the obviously the film on. I definitely noticed a lot more pop in a lot of the demos, so that I was excited to see. But that was just, again, for like 2 minutes. And then I put this screen on and just started recording. So yeah, I'm excited about it, but I will definitely keep you guys up to date, and want to talk a little bit more about, what the unboxing experience is. I do like the way they changed some of their unboxing uh, processes and directions and stuff. It does make things easier, especially if you're setting this up on your own. They make it so at least you have a better chance of being able to set it up on your own, depending on what you're doing. So I did notice that, but yeah, it's a good. So far, so good. The TV checks out fine. I walked around the entire TV, didn't see anything that sticks out to me as anything negative. The only thing I saw was just like adhesive from ripping off the protectant that I didn't off the wire. The excuse me, the power wire. I kind of like ripped it off the back of the TV, not hard or anything, but it's just enough to leave some of that plat that that sticky remnants or whatever. So from the tape, but anyways, that's basically it, and that to me will fade away or whatever. So it's not a big deal. But yeah, that's about it, guys. Let me know what you want to see. All right, and in the comments, and I'm more than happy to do my best in sharing that experience with you guys and just what I see. I do know LG settings very well. Um, I've used them for a long time. I do create my own like settings, so I don't really like to get too far into that because there's always a settings battle in the comments. So I'll set it up, some user um, user settings for me, so I can customize on my own, and then I'll check out obviously the built-in presets for gaming and see how those look, like RPG and FPS, things like that. And just kind of want to see what it looks like just to play with it. It's actually good if you actually check all those out first, to give you ideas of what you prefer and then create your own user settings, your own personalized user settings. So that's kind of like a direction I like to go to, especially in gaming, because gaming is so different in what you want your experience to be like every game, especially RPGs. So, I do play with the settings a lot, and I just obviously pinpoint them to what I like them to be, whether it's, more inky blacks, but I want to see better reflections, or vice versa. I'd rather see more shadow detail and raised blacks in my gaming, uh, and maybe not as much color or reflection. I don't care what that looks like, because I'm playing a first person shooter, and I'm more interested in being competitive, and being able to see them as a little bit of a head start with being able to have the raised blacks and stuff. You can see them in like darker shadows and stuff, the enemy from an earlier view, because you have raised blacks. Well, there's so many different ways that you can really pinpoint your settings in the LG, and that's why I keep going back to them, because they not only let you pretty much do what you normally did in your prior TVs, but they always add on a little bit extra capability and flexibility to be able to do that in their next TV, and just come up with other ideas to like make you use your TV with more flexibility. So I think that's just like those little things that nobody truly talks about as much. So those are the things that I talk about as a consumer, and try to share my experience with my TVs and stuff. So obviously, I'm not sponsored or anything like that. So I just do this just literally for the consumer, and that's pretty much all I care about, because nobody sponsors me, and I use literally my hard working earned money. So, but yeah. So, anyways, guys, let me know what you want to see. I'm super excited, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.